All right, so you have a gal in the javelin today. How'd it go?
It could have went better. There's a little bit of a chest wind, and Vanya's always she struggled a little bit with chest wind. She come to me and she told me she had to shorten her approach. That's not always what a coach would like to hear, because that just changes the pattern of the season. And she just didn't seem to get into the legs, and it wasn't as good a day as she could have had.
So you knew, that she's a previous national qualifier. What was she working on this year to be, farther along, to have a good season, improve certain parts of the technique?
She actually is a very good competitor. She's the type of kid that if she has to press, she's very good at that. And today it was just, like I said, she's never changed her approach the way she did today. And I think there was a small bit of a panic when things didn't feel comfortable, and she just couldn't focus to get it back and just embrace. If she normally does a 15-step approach, and today she was hitting 13, and instead of just embracing it, and I told her she's a young thrower, and so it's one of those times that you have to be like, okay, well, I'm going to throw 55 meters with 13 today, and I think she struggled because she wasn't sure if she could. And so I think there was just some, just uncertainty that she wasn't prepared for mentally. So just little things we need to work on. And I told her, I said, sometimes you have to have that plan that, I don't expect this girl to throw far. Or I don't expect the weather to be a chest wind. It's always a tailwind, or it's, and build on those and have a contingency plan. And we didn't have that today, and so I think it just really, honestly, I think it just took her off guard. So
the whole season, what things are you proud of as far as the way she performed?
She hit a really big throw at Stanford. She opened up exceptionally well, and then a couple weeks later, she hits another big throw and she toe fouls, and that's not something she normally does either. And so I think, when you're not used to hitting those big throws and fouling and not getting them in the books, all of a sudden you chase and you chase and you chase. And she's never been in that position. And so but how she's handled herself as a competitor has been awesome. She knows what she needs to do. It's just a matter of really embracing them and knowing that she can finish it. So, but as she's done some great things. She's stronger than she's ever been. Her speed is getting better. She's done some great things. So
after she competed today, what did you tell her to hey, give her a bigger perspective?
We're going to focus on the contingency plans. I'm very big on sports psych, and with her, she's kind of unique. She's a young thrower, but she's been in some big competitions. She's been in Balkan championships, her country national championships. She's the school record holder. She's her country's record holder. So she's had experience with competing to where, today she told me, she said, I don't know, I didn't have as much nerves. And in her mind, at prelims, she knew she had to go big or she couldn't come here. And I think when the runway wasn't feeling good, she forgot about the competition in a sense and was focusing on how do I fix this, and she didn't just be an athlete, and I think sometimes our best competitors forget they're an athlete, and sometimes you just don't think about it. It don't feel good, but you're still good enough to get it done. And so those are the things, that the mental side of today, that I think she needed in that respect. It stinks that she got 12th, and it stinks that she didn't get a PR. She's PR'd at this meet every year. That she's always progressed. And so I told her, I said, you have Balkan championships coming up. I know I'm going to get a phone call. Guess what, coach? So I'm not worried. But it might have been a good step, a necessary step in her mental side of training, because she's I asked her, I said, were you counting your steps? And she goes, no, I was going off a feel because I always feel good on 15. And she said, Coach, it was 13. And so So it's the things, the little details. And I think sometimes an athlete needs reminded about some of those little details. So it's a heartbreaking learning experience, which sometimes our best athletes have to have. So, yeah.
Anything else I haven't asked that's important about today or this year or for future?
I mean, I think you've capped it. She's coming back, and she's got a little bit more fire. So I'm excited for that. I know we're gonna do a little bit different training and some of that kind of stuff, and there's gonna be a little bit more due diligence on my side on making her know her process a little bit more verbally, but other than that, I couldn't be more proud of her. She truly is. I mean, she is truly a competitor, and so I'm excited for next year. Yeah.